Hi, good morning. It is currently like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not dressed. I'm in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas. I got a tripod for my phone so that I can move it around more. Yeah. So we have a lot to do. Number one, I'm probably gonna go take a shower. We have lots to do today. So last night I slept out in the living room with my dog. So my bed's not made. I'm gonna make my bed. I'm going to clean my room up a little bit. It's a little bit of a mess. I got like cans and cups everywhere. Also, when we're done doing that, I'm gonna hop in the shower, and then when I get back, I'm gonna show you the books I got yesterday because, girl, I got a lot of books. Did I ruin my bank account? Yes. Did I have a good time? Yes. I didn't care. Today I went to Barnes & Noble. Me and my cousin took a day trip to Barnes & Noble. But little tidbit for you is I don't have a Barnes & Noble in the town I live in. So we have to drive like 30 minutes to an hour up that way to go to a Barnes & Noble because we don't have anyone anywhere. We don't have one anywhere near us. So, anyway, yeah, I'm really excited about this tripod situation. It works so well. And also I won't have to worry about just like placing my phone places, and I can actually like have it on a stand. So that's nice. But anyway, let's clean up this room, and I'm going to go hop in the shower, and then we can talk about books. And then I'm going to probably do some reading as well. So I will see you guys in a minute. Hi, I'm back. I got showered. I changed my clothes. I look a little cleaner. So little story time for you. So yesterday, me and my cousin, we went to Barnes & Noble. We drove an hour to go to Barnes & Noble. So we don't have a Barnes & Noble in our town. We just don't have one. We have the library. We have like an exchange bookstore, and then we have Target. That is it. No more, no less. So we were like, should we drive an hour to go to Barnes & Noble? Because we wanted to go. So let's just start from the beginning. So she texted me at 10:30 in the morning and was like, coffee, ? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm always up for coffee. So we went and got coffee at our local coffee shop. And then we were driving around for a little, we were driving around for a little bit, and then we're like, oh, we should go to Target. So we went to Target. Oh God, the lighting in here sucks. I'm so sorry. That's better. You can see me now. It was just really dark. Anyway, so my cousin and I, we went to Barnes & Noble. Well, first we went to Target. I gotta take these off. We went to Target, and yesterday was actually the release of the third Atlas 6 book. Atlas Complex, I think it's called. It's red. It's like it's a red book. And then the paperback edition of The Ninth House was also coming out yesterday. So I picked up the Atlas Paradox. This is the second book in the Atlas 6 series. I gotta take this thing off. But I got this at Target, and I also got Hellbent at Target. So I have Atlas Paradox and the Hellbent, the second book in the Ninth House series. Yeah, so I got these at Target first. And then we decided to go to Barnes & Noble. And at first we were like, no, we don't need to go to Barnes & Noble. It's fine. And then we kind of convinced ourselves that we can go to Barnes & Noble. We should go to Barnes & Noble. So we drove an hour to go to Barnes & Noble. And this particular Barnes & Noble was in a mall. So it was fairly big. It only had one floor. So at Barnes & Noble, I got a couple Oh God. So we drove up to Barnes and Noble, and at first I was only gonna buy 2 books because I was like, I just spent $55 at Target earlier that day. And again, this whole Barnes and Noble trip was very very spur of the moment. Like, we were like, what if we drove up to Barnes and Noble? And we took the back roads because she doesn't drive on the highway, and it didn't even take that long. It didn't feel like a long drive. There and back, it didn't feel like a long drive, but it was an hour-long drive. So while we were there, I got this book. It's called How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories. So this is a prequel, and number one, this book is gorgeous. And I have been thinking about getting this book. I was originally going to order it on Amazon, the paperback edition, but I saw this at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, why don't I just get it now? You know what I mean? I'm already here. So I picked this one up, and number one, it's supposed to be like what happened before Folklore, and I figured, you know what? I should just get the prequels of Folklore and then read them after I'm done reading the entire series, because I currently have the Folklore box set, and then I have the Stolen Heir, which is a sequel, and then, what's the other one called? Prisoner's Heir? It's something. It's coming out soon, or unless it's just came out. I think it came out yesterday. I don't know. I didn't see it at Barnes & Noble, so I just saw this one. So I picked this one up, and then my cousin comes up to me, and she's like, you could grab these to replace the ones that you got at Target earlier. And I'm like, they're Barnes & Noble exclusive, number one. Number two, they're gorgeous. Look at the sides. Look at that. And I was like, give me them. I'm taking them. I'm buying them. And so I bought these 3 books. I got Hellbent, Ninth House, and Holly Black's How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories. And that means now I have 4 all together I have 4, but I have 2 copies of Ninth House and 2 of Hellbent. I think the original copies are the ones that I'm going to actually read, and then these 2 will just be like my display books. I currently have a shelf on my shelf of books that are special editions. So I have the collector's edition of Caraval, the collector's edition of Throne of Glass and ACOTAR. And then I have the Barnes & Noble edition of Ruthless Vows. And then I have the 2 Barnes & Noble editions of Crescent City, the first one and the second one. So that I was going to put these on my special edition shelf, but there's not a lot of room for it. So I really have to, I might do a video of this, but I really have to go through and figure out how I want my bookshelves to look, because my hardcovers, except for this one, my hardcovers don't fit on that shelf over there. My little nightstand shelf, it doesn't fit. And so on that shelf is, I guess I can just show you. Hold on. All right, as you can see, I have my Throne of Glass books, and then I have ACOTAR, and then down here I have the Book of Night, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have the first Atlas 6 book. I got that at Target. I have Assistant to the Villain. I have Caraval, Belladonna, Legend Born, Wicked Deep, and Once Upon a Broken Heart, the paperback edition. I don't have the hardcover of this copy. I only have a hardcover of Caraval. And then I have Ninth House. And then over here was Hellbent and the BNN edition of Ninth House and Hellbent. And then down here I have the paperback editions that would fit on the shelf. So I have Powerless, Foxglove, The Fall of Ruin and Wrath, and then I have the 2 Crescent City books. They're not, obviously they're not hardcover, but I put them down there because they didn't both fit up here, because when I have all my books up there, they don't all fit. So, and then on this shelf, we have my hardcovers. We have Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, a special edition of Fourth Wing, Finale, Legendary Caraval. I might swap that so that Caraval is here, and then I have the Stolen Heir, and then actually the other book, How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate Stories, that one fits in this little spot. And then down here I have my box sets, and then I have my Book of the Month books down here, and then I have Ruthless Vows on this one, and then on this shelf is what I was talking about earlier with my special editions. So I have Crescent City, Ruthless Vows, and then the 3 collector's editions of Caraval, Throne of Glass, and Court of Roses. I got this one first. My cousin bought me that one. And then I got my cousin a copy of this one. And then I asked for this one for Christmas. And then I also got that one for Christmas. So, and then these two I bought at Barnes & Noble. I think I would obviously have to. I think I got both of them at Barnes & Noble, like in person. So yeah, those are my shelves. Obviously they're subject to change, but this is what we got going on so far. So, all right. So now I think we're going to read a couple chapters of Hair of Fire. I'm going to tell you what I think of it currently. As of right now, I'm loving it. I love the new characters. I've also written down a lot of things because there's a lot of new characters, by the way. So right now in the book, we have Rowan. Everybody's in different places. So we have Rowan, who is the Fae Prince, and we have Rowan and Selena in one area, in one spot of the. We have Rowan and Selena, aka Aelin, even though she's not going by Aelin yet. We have Rowan and Aelin doing their training. We have Cole, and Dorian at the palace with Adian, who is actually Selena's cousin, which is really funny because I have a feeling that I'm going to actually end up liking him. And then we have Manon, who is a witch. And number one, I love her. Number two, she's amazing. And number three, she hates men. And you know what? That's very relatable. I also hate men. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Again, I'm only on chapter 12. I've like barely scratched the surface of the book. This book is a lot, even though they're shorter chapters. Like, for example, there's a chapter that's like 2 pages. Comparing that to like Crown of Midnight, where the chapters were like this thick. This book is also, I think, in 3 parts. So we're only on part 1 right now. I'm only on, what's it called? What's part 1 called? Heir of Ash. Can you see that? Heir of Ash. And then I'm reading 2 books. So I'm reading, obviously, Hair of Fire. I said that this year I wanted to read the rest of the Throne of Glass series. And then number 2, the second book I'm reading is called The Daughter of No Worlds. I don't remember who it's by. I guess I can look it up. I am reading The Daughter of No Worlds by, who is it by? It is by Carissa Broadbent. This is the first book in the series. I'm only on chapter 4. So I'm not even that far ahead. Like I said, with both books, I barely scratched the surface. I don't know. I've not been reading as much as I should. I guess it's only just because I keep getting distracted and I keep leaving my house. So, you know, I have a social life. I at least try to. So I would like to get some chapters done today. Everything else is done. I cleaned my room. I got dressed, blah, blah, blah. Showed you guys my books. So let's get started with reading. I think that's all I'm going to read. I think I'm going to read tonight, but that's all I'm going to read in this video. I'm probably going to be reading a little bit of my Kindle later on as well, but anyway, I think that is all I have for today. I really enjoy this type of video, this type of format of me, you know, kind of putting a little bit of everything in a vlog. I think it's really fun. I'm glad that you guys are here with me. We are at 49, almost 50 subscribers. Thank you. But yeah, I'm enjoying this book so far. Like I said, I'm probably gonna read some more later on, but I also probably should go eat lunch. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.